All right, what's up, guys? We're going to start this live stream right now. We got some people jumping on right now. So it's what's up, guys? Sunday morning, Sunday afternoon. Just going to get myself set up. All right, we have some people jumping on now. Cool. So let me share my screen. All right, give me 1 second. There we go. Okay. All right, cool. Can you guys hear me okay? Type in audio in the box if audio is fine and working. Let me know. Let me actually go and make a Twitter post. Let everyone know that we're live right now. All right, cool. Let me actually pull up. I want to pull up a really cool picture here. I'm going to show you guys something really cool today. I'm going to be showing you guys how I generate passive income with some of my NFTs here. As I mentioned yesterday, I was going to show you guys kind of my favorite NFTs. So I want to show you guys what I'm doing right now, and it's generating like $200 to $300 per day on autopilot. So I'm not touching these at all. So like every single month, maybe $6,000 to $9,000 per month is coming in on pretty much autopilot. Okay. All right, cool. So we got a lot of people on. Hey, how's it going, Andrews? We have Cam, we have Shatil, we have Alyssa, Frank. Cool. Audio's good, screen's good. Let's buck and go. All right, great. So let's get started, guys. So basically today I want to share with you guys. Let's do this, right? A few things that I want to go over. Let's kind of pull up my notepad here, and I'm going to clear out my notes from the last live stream. All right. And so what I want to go over today is pretty much let's go over some new NFTs and which ones I'm buying. Okay. And then number two, I want to actually show you guys my passive $200 to $300 per day. I would say earnings in NFT staking and holding. Okay, cool. How many of you guys are excited? Type in excited in the chat box and we're going to get going. I'm going to show you a few things this morning. So this morning I was looking at this NFT here called Tiny Girls, and it was really interesting. They're fully free mint. So all of these right here are free mints. And so you have a lot of owners here to the number of items. Now there's the thing I like about this project is that when I first saw it, it was going nuts. Like it was like volume was going crazy, right? So the volume here, as you can see, seconds, minute. So the last 10 transactions were like 1 or 2 minutes ago. And so this is, remember from yesterday, this is kind of like the sweet spot of where I can see this thing possibly going up even more. So the next thing I'm looking at is floor action. And before it, like about 30 minutes ago to an hour ago, I actually told Ricky about this, and he bought a few at like 0.02 and 0.025-ish in those ranges. So now he's up, quite a bit here. I kind of bought a little bit higher. I bought like 0.03, 0.04. Mainly a lot of my stuff was 0.04. And then a lot of it went down because there were obviously a lot of items here. And so a lot of free minters were also selling. So I didn't really take a look at that. It was too early in the morning for me to really analyze it a little bit better. But basically, if I open these up here, what I want to see is, are these early minters? And it looks like they are, versus are they flippers trying to flip? So this one was a flipper, right? This one's flipping for 0.004 for 0.024. So this is a good flip for this person. This person here bought it for $12 and they're flipping it for, and they sold it already. They bought it for 12 bucks and they sold it for, and this was someone who bought a whole bunch, I think like 90 bucks or something like that. So not bad. I mean, not a bad flip. I mean, not including gas fee. So it's not like, you know, they made a crazy bunch of money, but it's not like, but it's something that for them, they flipped and it was a good flip for them, good trade. A lot of these guys are like the free mints. I'm not sure how many mints they were able to get, but a lot of them were doing the free mint things. Can you guys hear the lo-fi music in the background? Let me know if you can hear it. If not, just type in good to go and we're good to go. So I just have some lo-fi music in the background. I'm just chilling and vibing with you guys today. So what are my thought process on this? Do I like it? I actually do like it. It's looking a lot like, I mean, the volume is really heavy. This was looking a lot like unemployables, even though it was a free mint project. So let's go to unemployables. So unemployables was not a free mint, but it was like a very, very cheap mint. It was like $75, right? Now, the lowest price that you see here is at, let's take a look here, $1,000. So I bought this at 75 bucks each. I sold it for 600 something, and now it's at $1,000. So with some of these, what I was looking at is I was looking at the volume, right? So with unemployables, started out minting like this. There was some big sales, 2,000, 2,000, 2,000 sales. So in 3 days in a row, there were 2,000 volume here, 2,000 sales volume. And the sales volume has kind of slowed down because it's a higher price, but basically it's still good to go. And essentially like it's still looking good. It's looking kind of like unemployables when I first saw it, right? So we're at 12 o'clock right now. We're at this rate, 1,800 sales. We'll probably see like 3,000 or 4,000 sales by the end of the day, depending on where, you know, how this is going. And so is it a good purchase? I mean, in my opinion, I think so. I think it's a good place to park some money, because even if you did sell it at the floor, people will be buying it up, right? Even if you did sell it at the floor. So in my opinion, I think it's still a good purchase. So I'm actually going to be, I've sold a lot of my toxic skulls. So I'm going to be trading with you guys today. So I have about $2,400 in here. So I want to buy some of this floor again. I want to buy some more. So let's go to Gem XYZ. Okay. And basically I want to type in tiny girls, and I want to buy a whole bunch. So let's get right into it. So I'm going to click refresh. These right here, I probably won't be able to get them, but I want to try anyway. I want to try to snag anything that's like below 0.03. So here we go. Click buy now. Just go ahead and make some purchases here. Once again, like all the stuff that I'm doing here is all speculation, but I'm guessing based off of, oops, I have to cancel that one and retry it. Okay, let's try that again. But I'm basing this off of volume, right? It looks like, so these are taken right now. So you see that, how fast they're taken, 0.027, 0.029. Now I could possibly see a lower floor price later, right? It could go down lower because we do see that there's still 8,000 items, and you know, people are just waking up or whatever, and they're starting to sell their mints. So if we refresh this once again, okay, we can see there's more 2.4s right here, 2.5s, right? So there's more of these because now, and these are probably the free minters, which I'm correct. Now there's still 8,000 of these left. You know, we have a volume of 1,800 so far today. So that means there's still maybe like another 6,000 of these that could still be people selling, unless everyone is a diamond hand and they, like, you know, truly believe in the project and they don't want to sell anything. Then we may not see any more selling. But I think there's going to be a lot more selling because we only have 1,800. So that's the reason why I'm going to dollar cost average DCA and try to get them as the lowest price possible, like 0.024, 0.025. because if even right now, so this is my thought process on this, because of the volume, if I want to sell right now, I can sell, right? Now, here's the reason with, let's take a look at toxic apes, toxic skulls. So toxic skulls, I had sold a total of about 19,000 so far since the last webinar that I did with you guys, last live stream. So 19,000 of these were sold. Now, I still have 5 left. So the thing about this, even though these are at the floor price, so this one's at 0.44, 0.42, these are floor prices right here. It's still hard to sell 0.42, right? This one's 0.4 right now. So it's still hard to sell 0.4. So what this means is that this is showing like a lot of resistance right now because there's a lot of competition, even people going lower, 0.398. There's still people trying to sell it at these ranges, but it's not being sold. So, otherwise it'd be sold quickly, but it's not being sold right now. So there's a lot of competition still for these NFTs, and there's a lot of sell pressure. So what I want to do now is I want to basically take a look and compare it with something like this and show you guys that if I want to sell right now 0.024, I can sell it for 0.03, right? Because the floor is being eaten up at 0.024. And so anyone that's selling below that is being eaten up right now. Now, what's going to happen is, you remember I said there's 1,800 of these that are available that were sold, right, in activity. There's going to be another rush of sales, another wave of sales coming, meaning that there's going to be these early minters that are seeing 0.03. They got it for free essentially. And they're like, let me post it for 0.029. Let me post it for 0.028. Let me do 0.027, 0.226, 0.25, all those things. Let me post it for those. And basically that's what's going to happen. And we don't know when that's going to happen. But when that does happen, if the buy pressure will match the sales pressure, we may see that either being eaten up really quickly, or if there's less buy pressure, the floor is going to keep going down and down and down and down and down until it gets eaten up pretty quickly. But right now, I'm seeing there's a lot of buy pressure here. So people are wanting this thing. They're buying a lot of it. And so I think they're thinking that it's undervalued right now, right? The next thing that I'm going to look into is the Twitter. So if we head over to Twitter, okay, and we type in #tinygirls, okay, and I want to see the volume of people in here and also like what type of people are doing this. And it looks like there's a lot of people in here talking about tiny girls, right? There's a lot. How much research have I done into this? Very minimal. Like, it's only out an hour ago, right? Or whatever I posted an hour ago when I called it. So very, very little research, but there's a lot of marketing. There's a lot of exposure happening to this particular project. So that boosts my confidence level a little bit higher. So I know that this is something that I'm more interested in because there's a lot of posts on here. If I click on latest as well, let's take a look. And I want to share with you guys one really, really cool concept later today. 23 minutes ago, 1 hour ago, 10x since buying in, 1 hour ago, 1 hour ago. So a lot of people bought in really, really cheap. Now it's a lot higher, and people are still buying it even at those prices at like 0.038. I did a 10x overnight from 0.003 to 0.038. And this is kind of the cool thing about these free mint projects, is that sometimes these free mint projects, you may be holding a whole bunch and you don't know just instantly, like a 10x to 100x. You're buying literally at the very bottom. But once again, it's super high risk because a lot of free mint projects do zero. Like, it just does nothing and sits there, a lot of them. So it's very rare that a free mint project is getting this much attention and getting this much volume. So that's the reason why I'm really, really bullish about this, because of the number of volume that's happening right here, right? So once again, I can be a little bit more patient because I do have some money in ETH. And so I'm going to be a little bit more patient because I do see that this thing could still go down. There's still 6,000. So if I go to activity, we have here 2,000, 60, 60, 20, 45, 200, 900. The last time it had like a large amount of volume was the first day, which was like 4,000 sales on the open sea. So technically, I mean, like we had 4,000 sales here at 0.01, and then we have 2,000 sales here at 0.029, so 3x of what it was originally. But it's still getting a lot of attention. Oh, cool. Yeah, the doobies. Yeah, post that, Andrew. I really want to see that. I want to check out the doobies Discord. Yeah, the doobies, they're doing a free mint as well, and that one's getting a lot of attention. Yeah, it has a large following. Yeah, it's got a lot of attention. So if you can get a hold of the doobies, even like day one, right, and just hold it for a little bit, it might be a good thing. But something like this also, that's the reason why I feel safe. I feel safe buying it, because if I want to sell it right now, I can, right? So if I want to go in here, I want to go to Gem XYZ. And actually, let's go to Gem XYZ. Let's click on sell. And I want to list my collection here, Tiny Girls ETH. Okay, and if I want to select all, proceed to list. Okay, and I list all of these for floor price, and the floor price is 0.03, right? $80. So total profits would be about 1,400. So I'm actually losing a little bit, because I think I spent like maybe around 2K on this. I'm losing a little bit because I paid, you can see when I paid here 0.038, 039, 045, 043. So I paid a lot more. But if I wanted to sell it right now to gain back some money, like at least 1.4K, I can do that, and it's still going to be okay, right? So that's kind of the reason why I feel safe in this particular investment, because it's actually going to sell, because there's enough buy pressure that if I do list it, my NFTs here will actually sell. It's not just going to sit there for 2 days, 3 days, like what's happening with toxic skulls. It's sitting there for a while because the buy pressure has dropped, and so not a lot of people are interested as it was before. They were interested before, now not as much. Okay, so what's you guys understanding this so far? Type in a yes in the box, in the chat box, if you guys are understanding, and you're starting to get now, after repetition of being in these live streams with me, why I choose some of these projects and why I get into it, and the reasonings behind it. It's not just from blind luck. It's literally I'm looking at a number of factors here. Okay, so Tiny Girls, I'm gonna wait. Maybe on the live stream we might find some, like an entrance where we have like 20 of these at like 0.02, because people are still listing them for 0.028. And these are the free minters, as you can see right here, right? So they transferred it to like different wallets and whatnot, but these were the free minters right here. So I'm just gonna wait until we see like a better floor price here. 0.025, if you guys saw that before, it seemed like FUD, right? It seemed like, oh man, it's going down. But I mean, that's also the gamble that you take. Like you bought it at 0.02, now you can sell it at 0.028 or 0.037, or even later on down the road at let's say 0.05, which I saw a few sales at 0.05. That could be a nice flip for you as well. So let's click on buy now. There's about 1,000 of these items available, and 8,000 left. 8,000 total. It says 10,000 here, but I think there's like 8,000. But that's what it looks like. And so, yeah, I mean, I'm just going to be watching this thing pretty much all day today. See if I can get another entry in here, and get in at cheaper and sell it at a lot higher. Yeah, pretty cool, right? Oh, you're grinding for the whitelist. Okay. So the Doobies is like a project that I've seen all over the place on Twitter. They've gone viral on Twitter, and they have like a free mint going on. And I think, so like Andrew was saying, he's grinding for a whitelist. I mean, if that whitelist grind means like invitation, like, go ahead and post a link too. So we have Tiny Girls. Okay, let's take a look at the next one. So I showed you guys unemployables. let's go. Okay, let me actually just do this. Let me go ahead and let me put this back here. All right. So there's some, let's take a look at the Lumi, right? Lumi is pretty good. I mean, it went up as high as like 0.29 or something like that. 22, somewhere around there. It still has a lot of volume. Still a lot of volume. And I think someone mentioned on here that Lumi reveal is in like 24 hours or something. But it's still got a lot of volume. And so I'm super happy about the purchase still. Let's take a look how much I bought these for. Toxic skulls are still at like 0.4 range. So not too crazy. It's still, now it's going down. So I actually want to sell these as fast as possible. Let me see. So I have, yeah, I still have 4. I have this one at floor, this one above floor, this one a little bit more than floor. And let's go into, so I have, let's say $2,500 in ETH. Let's go to activity. I want to share with you guys how much I sold these for. So let's go to type in toxic. I want to go all the way down from the bottom. From when I listed them with you guys on the live stream. I think, I don't remember, it was last live stream or the one before that. I think it was the last one that I listed these toxic skulls and they started selling. Yeah. Oh, 2 live stream ago's. So they started selling right over here. So the first day when I was with you guys on the webinar, on the live stream, it sold as well. So let's go ahead and calculate this. 1206 plus 1280 plus 1250, oops, plus 1265 plus 1274 plus, okay, let's see, 1301 plus 1618 plus 1309 plus 1295 plus 1295 again plus 1309 plus okay. Oh, I listed this incorrectly. This one's like $129,000. It was supposed to be 0.44. Who knows? I have to delist and lower the price, or not delist, just lower the price. Okay, so this one sold for 1324 plus 1295 plus, I think there are a few more up here. Okay. Okay, 1324 plus 1236. So a total of $19,581. If I sold another 5, let me see here. So I have 5 left. If I sold it at the floor price of, let's say 1300 times, oops, 1300 times 5, 6,500. So total, if I added that plus 6,500, will be about $26,000. But the last 5, I'm trying to sell it at a lot higher. And even the last 2, I have that as like a 2 ETH markup. So I'm going to actually be selling it for 2 ETH, or I'm not going to sell it at all. Either 2 ETH or not going to sell it at all. And if I see the floor price go up, then obviously I'm going to delist it later on. So it's kind of like a strategy for me. If I really need the money, then I'm going to sell it. But I really don't need it. I want to wait. So that's why I'm seeing here we have a total of $19,581 plus about 6,500. So $26,000. If I sold everything at floor right now, which I could at the lowest price. So 5,000 into 26,000. So about a 5x. So that's not bad, right? I mean, I've been calling this with you guys since mint price at 0.08, and it only took 9 days to do that. So 9 days and $26,000 later, this is where we're at. But now I'm also taking that money and I'm reinvesting it into other NFTs as well. So let's take a look at some other NFTs that I do want to sell, that I want to list, because I just want to liquidate some of them, right? So the Lumis, so the lobsters, it was a gamble play, but I bought some of these, and supposedly it was for, like, you know, they're doing like Adidas thing, but it was a gamble. It's fine. I'm just gonna get my money back and sell it at the floor. So these ones I want to sell, get rid of these because I saw that it pumped really hard. I bought it at I bought it a lot higher prices, like 0.2. So in this case, if I just want to liquidate right now, I can. Otherwise, I can wait until this thing goes back up again. I saw it as high as like 0.17. So I may wait until like it goes back up again to like 0.17. But there are sales. Volume is decent for this price point, but it's not like going crazy. So it's something that I'm willing to wait for. Okay, let's take a look at the next one here. So Lumis, I bought these at 0.17 average. I have some for 0.15, 0.12, 0.12. So I bought it as it went up. So 0.12. So these I could sell for profit right now. 0.17 is okay. 0.15 is all right. 0.1. So I almost 0.18. So anywhere from like 0.15 to 0.18. Current floor price is 0.17. So I can still sell it right now at a profit. So it's still good, a good time, but I want to wait until after the reveal, because I think what's going to happen here is this is kind of like skulls as well. If I'm seeing this right, I'll go to activities. Yeah, this is kind of like skulls, but skulls had a higher activity level, like the past, past 10 transactions, gap of like seconds versus like 30 minutes. So skulls were like minute, right? So the skulls, I'm like super like more bullish on than I am with this one. So this one, could it go to skulls level? Maybe, but is it likely? From what I'm seeing right now, maybe not. Maybe like it could go up to like, I'm gonna just take a guess here, but like 0.3, 0.35, and that's probably where I'm looking at selling. Unless it goes to 0.3, 0.35, and then theoretically, right? This is all speculation. But if it does go to 0.3, that's kind of like my target. If it goes to 0.3, then I want to start selling. But if it does, and it like volume is like crazy, even crazier than it is right now, then I'm going to hold until volume settles down, kind of like what happened with skulls. Volume started settling down, the price started dropping, and that's when I started to get out. So I got out. I was telling you guys I wanted to get out 0.5, 0.6, and that was about the peak right there. That was like, I couldn't have, I guess, quote unquote, timed it better, but 0.5, 0.6 is when it started to dip, and that's when I start to sell, right? So hopefully you guys are starting to understand these things, these concepts, so that you can see what to do and how to do it when you get to that point. Yeah, go ahead and drop the link for the doobies if you can. All right, so let's move on. So the Lumis, that's what I'm doing right there. I'm just holding it. Space Boost is going up and down, like I mentioned. It's going to be very volatile. But the thing with this one, I'm just literally just holding it. Most people, they're thinking of selling like within an hour, right? I'm just holding these because this is kind of more like a long-term project. And I'll share with you guys other projects that I've held on since the very beginning because I just believed in it, right? Lobsters, I haven't really taken a look into. I'm gonna liquidate these when it gets to a certain point. Someone said that sushi cats were going to reveal today or tomorrow or something like that. So I'm excited about this one. The artwork, not too crazy about, but like, let's take a look at, like, there's still some volume here. So it's still a good amount of volume. And the project is still continuing to grow. So this is kind of like my middle child. Like, I don't know where this is going to go. I'm just kind of holding it to see what happens here. But if it does shoot, then hey, I'm good with that. But if it goes down, then obviously I've lost money. But that's money, once again, that's house money that I'm willing to lose, right? So that's what's happening with sushi right there. Okay, got Space Boost here. Bazookies, I'm still holding on to those. Same thing as sushi. The toxic skulls, once again, I want to sell those. The pad apes, I started selling these. I actually want to liquidate these now. I started selling these a long time ago. I made good profits on it. So I bought this, I minted these 21 days ago. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think I got 10. So I minted them. So 1700. So this is 5, 17, 61. I think I lost money on this one. So $352 mint. They're currently worth, okay, so $400. So let's go ahead and list these. Are they $400? Is that right? 0.16. Yeah, 341. So I made profits on my previous ones. I had sold them for like, I think $1,000 or something. But now I'm losing profits here. So this guys, let's take a look here. This is what could happen with toxic skulls as well. This is a project that I didn't really see any like real utility behind it. It's just like really good artwork. And once again, like really good artwork is not going to make a project go up or go up. It could, but look at this. So I sold it for $1,000 each. So let me go back to my transactions and let's take a look. So go to my wallet, Psychonaut apes. So let's go to activity. I wish I can do this based on like, maybe I can. Psychonaut ape division. Oh, I can. Cool. So I had minted 10, 5 here, and then 5 on another wallet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I have 5 right here. And let me see here. Listed, and then sold. So I actually sold them on LooksRare. I think that's where I sold them. So let's go to LooksRare. Let me open up my wallet here. Yeah, I think I sold them on LooksRare if I remember right. Let's go to activity actually. And let's go to sale. Okay. No, I'm not sure. Okay, so I sold 2 at 0.157, 0.157. So I want to list the rest of them just because they're just sitting there and it's not doing anything. So that's about $1,000 that I'm going to free up and be able to buy other projects. Okay, so let's go ahead and list these here. Psychonaut. Okay. So let's go ahead and sell these at the floor because I don't really care about them. Proceed to list. LooksRare, OpenSea, and X2Y. Okay, so let's go ahead and list these at the floor. And the floor is 0.116. I'm just going to sell them all 0.116. I don't really care. Okay, sell them, get rid of them. Okay, move on to the next one. And that's kind of why I've been saying this from the very beginning. I'm not trying to sugarcoat it and not trying to diamond hand any project unless like I really believe in it. But I don't think toxic is it may be going the same trajectory as these other ones here. So that's why I'm trying to sell them as much as I can, get into another project that has a more potential. Okay, so approving items for sale. So it may take some time because it's listing it on like 4 different places. And also it takes time to approve this. So I'm just going to kind of wait here. All right, so I'm going to wait until that's done. Okay, so that's, oh, here we go. Okay. And then what it's going to do here is it's going to make me sign. As you can see, I'm like signing all of them in all these different marketplaces. Luckily, it's only 3 NFTs. Okay. So there it is, almost done. And that's pretty much it. So now I've listed these here. There you go, right? Listed on X2Y2, LooksRare. It's going to do also OpenSea and all those things. So Gem's pretty cool. I like it. I mean, I use it to like sweep as well. So it saves me a lot of time and also gas fees. Okay. So I'm listing those. That's for $1,000. Let's see what else I have here that I can list and kind of liquidate, clean up the closet here. And let's open this up. Let's see. Okay, let's open up my Coinbase wallet. All right. Okay. So now, okay, so I've listed those. Toxic skulls is so look, did I just sell this? No, yeah, I just sold these 2 just now. And now let's go into other collections. Let's actually go into gem and see what I have here. Let's go click on sell. And I have a bunch of crap in here too. Bunch of crap, like projects that weren't very good. So bad face spots, I've been trying to get rid of these for like forever, but it's not selling. So I'm going to try it again. Okay, so let's get rid of these here. Proceed to list. And let's type in bad face spots, see where we're at on there. So some of these projects take a long time to basically get off the ground, like bad face bots. I was literally hoping and waiting that they would do their token and get me that token, but they haven't done so. So I'm not going to wait around. It's been like almost like 4 or 5 months and they haven't launched their token. They haven't done like anything. So I'm just going to sell them, right? So let's go ahead and start selling these on these marketplaces. Okay, so that's another one right there that I'm gonna just liquidate, get some cash, buy some other projects. All right, and let's take a look here. Okay, what else are we gonna liquidate today? I bought a bunch of these just on speculation again, hoping that the team can do something. But once again, and I look at this, guys. These were like probably my worst purchases and also like the dumbest too. This is like the most degen purchases right here. So I purchased these Kevins. This one I purchased for the most amount. I think I bought this for like $3,000 something. And so this one was, I bought this for 3,000 something. Let me see how much it was 2 months ago. $3,100. And at the time, they were selling it for $3,000. But once again, there's not a lot of volume in here, like in the activity. There's not a lot going on. And so it's really hard to liquidate and sell if no one wants to buy them, right? So in this case, I'm just going to hold just because it's one of my, this is my trophy for degen play of the year. Just like these Kevin punks, and they're hilarious because back then the Kevin memes were going like ballistic, right? It was just everywhere. And so that's why I bought a few of them, like different ones too, like different projects within the Kevin memes. And I felt like it was going to be kind of like a Doge thing or Shiba, where possibly this could go up in the future, but who knows? Who knows? All right, so I've listed these. They're all done. Okay, so I've listed them. OpenSea looks rare. So I just want to get rid of these, get rid of them as fast as possible. All right, let's go back to sell. So now I have 1,000 in there, 1,500. That's $2,500 that I've liquidated. Let's go over, see what else I can do here. Billionaire bunkers. These were another one. Like I bought these for a lot, and I think people were pissed off at the graphics and whatever they were, they're just like super pissed off about it. But I want to liquidate these as well. So let me see here. Billionaire bunkers. They had a lot of press too. They had like all these things that they were doing, but I think they just couldn't pull off what they were trying to do. So 0.08 is the sales price. So let's do this 0.08. Okay, so this is about $800. All right, so 2,500 plus 800, $3,300 that I'm liquidating right now. Okay, so listing them all on the floor. Okay, here we go. Okay, so basically, I want to get rid of them. Get rid of them, buy some other NFTs that are worth more, right? And could do another moonshoot. So if I could take $3,000 off of this and turn it into 10 or 20,000, that's what I would do. So here's the thing, guys. When I started doing this project, I started with so I had, I think $3,000 or $4,000 that I put in, and then another $4,000 that I put in. So around maybe $7,000 or $8,000 that I put in initially. Now I'm within just a week, I'm at $50,000 with NFTs. And so my goal is to show you guys in doing these trades, how to take, my goal is to take like 4 to 8,000 and turn it into $1 million in like however long it's going to take, maybe 3 months, 4 months, 6 months, a year. But I'm going to do that by showing you guys these different trades that I'm doing. Okay. So, and this was like, I wasn't focused on NFTs. Like the past few months, I've just been focused on building the software. I've been focused on other tokens and just my other businesses. So I haven't been focused in NFTs just until I started doing these case studies with you guys. So the first one, as you guys seen, I flipped a few of them, like 4 out of 6 I made profits out of, and I'm going to keep doing that again. We have the Loomies, which is next, the next thing that I bought, the Tiny Girls, which is the next thing that I bought. So we'll see what happens there. But if you guys want to keep, if you guys are enjoying this journey and you want to keep going and see what I can do, let's keep get it. Let's get it right. Jump on these live streams and let's keep going, because we're gonna keep doing this for our buck NFT holders. Okay, so I've listed these. So if those sell, that should bring me, all of them sell, that should bring me about another $3,300 in just liquid. And let's go and see what else that I have here. So yeah, let's go ahead and sell the lobsters. You know, I just want to sell them. So the price on these, I've lost a little bit of money, but it's fine. Lobsters. 0.12 is the floor. And it looks like 0.12, 0.145. So I'm going to list them like kind of like 0.12, 0.145-ish. Let's see the volume here. Now, if this is like, if I really want to sell, then I would post it at floor price 0.12, right? And people would just buy these up. I would lose. Yeah, it's fine. Because I'm gonna make that back on another trade. So I'm just gonna list all of these here. Let's go ahead and list them here. Proceed to list. And I won't list them all at 0.12, but I'm gonna do, some of them are like, you know, 0.125, 0.124, 0.122, 0.122, 0.124, 0.1232. Oh, actually, okay. I have to do the same ones for this then. 5, 5, 2, 3, 3, 3, 4, 4, 4, 6. And let's see who bites. Okay, I can always list them lower than the price, so that I can get them. So I can always if I have this higher and I wanted to sell it quicker, I can always lower the price and not get charged a gas fee for that. So that's kind of cool. So I think I put in like 4K, like 3 or 4K into this, but now I'm going to get back like 2K, but that's okay. I'm going to make that money back anyway. So I'm going to click start listing. Okay, let's go and list these here. Okay, and it looks like I sold a few items here already while I'm on the live stream with you guys, because I did see my ETH value go up. So let's go and take a look. All right, so let's go to profile, Coinbase wallet. Okay, let me just sign these transactions here. Okay, so I did sell. Oh no, sorry. Yeah, I sold another toxic right here for 1,300. So that brings my total sales maybe like 2,100, 21,000. Somewhere around there. So $21,000 in toxic skulls. Now I have 4 left. And I'm just clicking on these transactions here. Well, because there's a lot of transactions, right? So you can see I'm just validating all these transactions right now on all these different marketplaces. And that's kind of the cool thing. If you are trying to liquidate a lot of NFTs, you don't want to do them one by one on the OpenSea, because that's just such a pain. versus if you were to do it this way, it's much quicker, and you're listing it on 3 different exchanges. Now, here's the cool thing about LooksRare. LooksRare will pay you every single time you buy and sell, right? So that's the cool thing about LooksRare, is every single time I buy and sell NFTs, LooksRare will actually pay me in LooksRare token. So if the value of the token goes up, then the value of my, and I can also stake the LooksRare token as well, and earn money on the yield farm as well. So I'll teach you guys more about the yield farms later in the sessions when we do go to after launch and after mint. Okay, so yeah, I sold this one. Oh, sorry, hold on. I sold this one just with you guys right now. So as I was in here, this one sold for 1,300. And I have a whole bunch of these still listed here. Okay. And yeah, so that's where I'm at right now. So my wallet is now 1360, 3,600. You guys remember it was like when I first pulled this up, it was like 2,600, something like that. Okay, cool. So now let's see what else. Let's see what else we're liquidating here. Okay, so let's see. Yeah, I've got a lot of crap in here. I got a lot of crap. Something that I do want to liquidate though. Let me see. I think that's it. I think that's all I'm willing to liquidate right now. Bitcoin billionaires. This was cool. I mean, this was like a project. They have like millions of downloads on their app store, but I don't know where they're going with this. So let me see what the price is. Bitcoin billionaires. Okay, so the price is 0.054. So not a lot. I mean, they're selling, but not a lot. So even though they do have millions of people on their actual game, their mobile game, this thing is not really doing so hot. So I might just liquidate these. Now the thing is, like, if I need the money right now, I can. But if I don't need it, then might as well hold and see what happens in the future, right? Because this is right now 0.05, and I have all these. So it's about like $800. So am I willing to, like, sell it for $800? In this case, yeah, $800 versus if this thing has potential to move up in the future. So I really don't know. I mean, right now it's looking like the floor is like, it's been going down for a long time. So I really don't know where this is going. It has been going down, or it's stabilized at this point. It could shoot up like what it did right here to like point to like half an ETH for each one, but that was only 23 sales. So that was like kind of an anomaly. But for the majority is like, this thing is not really moving at all. So I'm actually thinking of selling it. So I'm just going to sell it for like $800, whatever. Okay. Because I can utilize this money into another NFT project and turn that into 1,600 or 2,000 or $3,000. I can do that as well. So let's go ahead and sell these at the floor price. Start listing. So there you go, guys. I mean, just liquidating some NFTs here. This can probably bring in like maybe 4 or 5K for me, which I can use that 4 or 5K to flip on other projects. And especially if I'm active on the NFT trades and I'm in here with you guys, like the more active that I get, the better my trades are. Because like I mentioned before, when I focus on these NFT projects, I can actually make money with them. But if I'm not focused on it and I'm doing other things, I'm distracted. And obviously, if it's like a regular business, right? If you don't put your focus on a business, then obviously that business is going to suffer. And it's the same thing with NFTs and cryptos. This is not cryptocurrency, cryptos, NFTs in general is not a buy and forget it, right? It's not a set and forget it. It's a lot of analyzing of what happens in the market. So I'm going to share with you guys this one secret tool that I use in business and also in crypto, because I've taken the same concepts into crypto. And I want to share with you guys with that today. Type in show me the tool, or show me the secret, or type in secret in the chat box if you guys want to see it. If I get at least 5 people saying it, then I'll show it. Otherwise I won't. Okay. So put it in the chat box, guys. We have a lot of engagements here too. So it's not like I'm, begging for engagements, but we have a lot so far. Okay. So, yeah. Okay. Andrew's going to try gem. Andrew says, love these streams. Definitely grabbing a buck for more of these. Yeah, absolutely. Shaitella says, I will try to make 1K into 10 and then 100 with buck. Hopefully, let's go. Yeah, absolutely, man. I mean, like, I want to see that. And if you do, post it. Like, let us know if how far you've done. We've helped a lot of people as well, a lot of students, and they were able to make a lot of money with the things that I've been teaching. Cool. Secret. Okay. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we have 5 people here. Great. So I'm going to show you guys the secret to business success. Okay. So have you guys ever heard of a thing called an empathy map? Okay. This is what an empathy map is. And this is the secret key to success in business and in this case, crypto, right? Okay, so let me explain what this empathy map is. Save image. I just want to do this. Oh, it's a WebP. Oh, cool, still works. Okay, so this is what an empathy map is. Okay, this is your customer, or this is your NFT buyer. Okay, now when you're looking at your NFT buyer, you have to understand, like, what are they seeing? What are they seeing right here? They see an NFT, they see a project, they see Twitter, they see Discord, they see doobies, they see virality, they see all these things, right? Now, what are they thinking and what are they feeling after seeing these things? Like physically seeing him on Twitter, physically seeing it on Discord, physically seeing me on Livestream. What are they thinking now? They're thinking, I trust this project. I like this project. This project feels good. It makes me feel warm and fuzzy, right? Now, what are they hearing from other people? Other people like you guys on the chat saying, okay, I want to buy bucks. I think this is the right project. I think this is a great community. I feel like I fit in. I'm hearing these things, right? And now what are they saying and doing? So now these are the actions that they're putting out into the world. Like, what are they actually doing right now? So right now, you guys are joining the live stream. You guys are posting in the Discord. You guys are mentioning that you like the project and things like that. Now it's you that's doing it, right? Excuse me. Okay, now in business or NFTs or anything in general, it's 2 times easier to sell a pain point than it is to sell a gain, right? It's easier to sell someone a treatment for their pain versus if they're already in pain. Like if you have a toothache, you're going to go to the dentist, right? It's so easy to sell because they're like, oh, you have a tooth pain. I don't even have to sell you on it. You just come over and sit in my chair and pay me later. Pay me after I'm done, right? After I take away your pain. Than it is to sell someone a toothbrush and say, this is a toothbrush and this is why you should brush your teeth because it's going to help you prevent you from toothache. It's a lot easier to sell someone because they're immediately going to go to you if they have a pain or if they have a problem. They're going to go to you right away, right? They're not going to go to you and be like, oh, I'm actively searching for a toothbrush right now, right? Right now, I'm going to search for a toothbrush. But if you're in pain right now, you want a solution for that pain, right? So this is the reason why. Yeah, thank you guys. Some of you guys are saying bless you. It's a little delayed on there, but yeah, thank you. So basically, this is the reason why when you start thinking about it this way, like in terms of NFTs as well, does that NFT utility solve a pain? Does it solve a problem, or is it like a gain? Like is it just the art? The art is just the game. Like the art looks great and all, but what else is there to the art? Is there a game? Is there utility? Can this thing possibly go forward in the future and move up in the future? What are those things that people are looking for? If it's just the art, then it's a game. if it's the pain point, if it solves a problem in the world, like Amazon solves a problem with shipping and products and basically hosting cloud solutions, right? If Amazon solves a problem, most people are going to flock to them. The same thing in any NFT project. If that NFT project will solve a problem in the future, or it's got more utility in the future, that NFT project has way more credibility and way more potential to grow than an NFT project that is just there because the art looks good. Okay. You guys getting it? Type in get it or like I get it in the chat box. If you guys now understand, this is the secret in business and NFTs. And this is a secret formula why I constantly am able to take any business and make it successful, because I understand this concept right here. It's the empathy map. What are your customers seeing? What are they thinking and feeling? What are they hearing? And what are they saying and doing? Now you take all of these together and you go into Twitter and you say, okay, what are these people saying about Tiny Girls NFT? What do they feel about it? Right? What are they mentioning on Discord? Like, are they bullish on it on Discord? Are they feeling that this thing could drop? Right? Like for example, toxic, right? Toxic skulls. Do I feel like, in my opinion, like, are we going to peak again? Possibly not. In this case, I'm looking forward to selling. So when I'm saying that, you guys are hearing that, right? And you guys as the customers are doing exactly that. Now, is there a pain point that the toxic skulls may help solve? Maybe. Is there a gain? Yeah, the gain is like the artwork, right? But is there like something that they're going to solve in the space right now? Like, are they going to help rugs? You know, people preventing to get rugs. Are they going to like, what is it that people will flock to them because they have a solution to their pain? Like they have back pain and they need that back pain fixed. What is that solution, right? Other than just really good looking art and possibly making a good flip on it. Something like a pain point is, okay, we're going to help solve problems with coin rugs. You know, you're not going to get rugged anymore because every single project that we do is going to be 100% legit, and we're going to be bringing legit people in here. You know, what is that pain point? Is it okay? So in our sense, for ours is we have a tool, an NFT software tool that lets you basically see what other people are or what the top traders are buying and selling, not just what everyone is buying and selling, but only what the top traders are buying and selling. So you get an idea, because everyone that's buying and selling could also be flippers as well. Okay, guys, that's the secret right there. That's the secret sauce to success, is when you understand the empathy map, you understand your customer's avatar. That's when you start seeing like more and more success in your life, when you understand that concept. Not a lot of people do understand it, right? Because it's a very difficult concept to grasp, and they don't know how, because, you know, it's not experienced. All right, so let's go into part 2. So I've done this already. I've actually showed you guys more stuff that I've been selling, but I do want to buy some more of either Tiny Girls or Loomies. So they both look great. I'm looking at other NFT projects as well, but Tiny Girls and Loomies look pretty good. Let's take a look here. I might be typing this wrong. Tiny Girls. Yeah, there it is. Okay, there it is, right? So you remember I told you guys I'm sweeping everything 0.02 and below. Looks like we can't even get that, but we might be able to get it later on because there might be some people still selling. But right now the floor price is 0.03. And so with this type of volume, if I click on this right now, and if I say seconds, minutes, then I'm still really bullish on this project. So let's click on it. Okay, there it is. Seconds, minutes. I'm super bullish on this project, guys. This project I think can go up in value. So that's the reason why, like, you're seeing like how you saw me with Toxic Skulls. I bought a whole bunch at 0.08. I wanted to buy more at 0.08. I might even buy more at 0.037, but I'm going to be a little bit more patient and see if there's going to be more people selling it for like 0.02s and stuff like that, because I'm going to sweep everything below that. But also 0.04 has a really thick floor until we get to 0.045. It's also a very thick floor, 0.047, 0.048. But the volume speaks louder than like what this project is, like what other catalysts. Like the volume is really what I'm looking for right here, and volume is hot right now. So I'm going to try to hammer in as much as I can and get some more here if I can. All right. Any questions so far? Any questions? Yeah. So let's go into the last thing that I want to go over with you guys is my passive NFTs, right? So here's one that's making about $100 a day. This one's called Crow Skull, and Crow Skull is on the Kronos network. I have so many videos on how to transact in the Kronos network. When you guys are holders, you guys will have access to those videos. There's like 18 of these videos. I talk all about Crow Skulls. I talk all about mad meerkats and that ecosystem. But Crow Skulls, essentially with this one here, I've been calling this at 200 crow floor. And so 200 crow floor was about $100, right? Right now, the price of crow is 40 cents. So right now, 40 cents times 28.50 times 0.4, that's $1,100. So I'm already at a 10x with these right here. So I bought maybe $4,000 worth. Now it's worth 40,000, right? So 2850 times 35 times 0.4. So $40,000 worth. So I bought like I think it was like $3,800. Now it's worth $39,900. On top of that, this is also paying me every single day. Okay. You guys excited? How many of you guys are excited for staking and like yield farms? If you guys want to learn more about that, type it in the box, yield farms, staking, if you guys want to learn more about those type of things, because that's what we're going to be going over as well. Okay, so let me show you guys the app that I'm using to stake these Crow Skulls, and it's under app.crowskull.com. And so so you can see I have 35 of these. These are my NFTs here for Crow Skulls. I bought them for $100 each when no one wanted them, and they were selling them like crazy back then, but no one wanted these. Okay, so here's kind of the idea behind this. The idea behind Crow Skulls was from the very day one beginning. They said that they're going to work on staking and passive income for their holders, right? That's why I bought into it. When I heard those things, those keywords, just like what I'm hearing with Space Boo and what I'm hearing with other projects like Sushi as well, like when I'm hearing tokens, when I'm hearing staking, when I'm hearing passive, like when I'm hearing any of those things, and if it's a project that no one wants and it's super cheap, you know, some people are going to complain like, oh man, Teo, like you called Crow Skulls when it was like 300, 200. Why is it 175? Oh my God. Like, like if you want to sell it at 175, go ahead, right? Go ahead. You may buy back later on at 1,000 or 2,800 or even 15,000 floor price. But the reason why I'm very adamant about my decisions that I'm going to stick with them is because when I see something that I like and it could potentially be a winner, I'm going to stick with it the entire time. Like, I don't want you guys to be like, even for anyone, like, I don't want you to be like, oh man, the floor price is down and it's only been like one day, right? If you believe in it and if you bought in because you believed in it, then you're going to stick on to that and hold it for a long time, like what I'm doing with Space Boo. But if you don't believe in it, then you're going to sell it for pennies while I'm going to sit here for 4 months and sell it later on for $40,000, $50,000. So that's kind of like the belief level that you have to have, the conviction that you have to have on some of these projects to hold. You know, back in the days when our ancestors bought stocks, they hold it for like 10 or 20 years, right? Nowadays, we can't even hold it for like 2 hours. Okay. We buy a stock, we're like, when Lambo, right? When Toyota, right? So like one thing that you have to understand is when you're buying some of these NFTs, you have to have some sort of conviction and some sort of like, if you believe in it, and if you see the other checklist that I have, then for some of these NFTs, I'm going to be holding on to. So that's what I did with Crow Skulls. I held on to this from 200 Crow. It went down to 175. I told myself, my gosh, like I wanted to buy more. And this was not in the time of like days. This was like in a time of weeks. And I kept holding on to these, right? Since when no one believed in them. Same thing with like Bored Apes. Bored Apes, if it was $100 and then people bought it at $300, it went back to like $200. You're like, oh my God, like I want to sell now because price is $200. But if you see the project longevity, you see it long term, then you're not going to be selling it for cheap. In my opinion, what you're seeing right now, it may be cheap right now. It may go down 50% right now. But in crypto, if that project succeeds and people are working on that project and the team is continually developing, they're not giving up, then you might be rewarded later on for your conviction of that project. Okay, so that's kind of the things that you have to look into as well. So Crow Skull, what I'm given with Crow Skull is I'm earning Grave tokens each day. So I'm earning a lot of Grave tokens, about $100 of Grave tokens each day. So let's go into Dex Screener and see, and see how much Grave token is. Last time I checked, it's like $80, 80 cents. So it's right now like 93 cents. So it's hovering about $1, 93 cents, $1. And each month so the last time I did this was I got 3,700 Grave. And so 3,700 Grave, I sold it at about like 90 cents. So 3,700 times 0.9 is about $3,300. So that's how much I made in a month with Crow Skulls by staking. So you have to stake for 30 days because then you don't get taxed as 50%. And it brings the tax down to like 5% each day. So I have maybe another 10 days before I can actually take my money out and sell it for a Grave token, right? Sell it for like cash, US dollar. So this project in particular, I bought it for $3,800. It's now worth $40,000 in this NFT value. And also it's paying me $100 per day just for letting it sit there and stake as the token appreciates. So I've already made my money back and more. And now this is just an asset that just pays me $3,000 every single month. How many of you guys would want that? Like, I mean, like, imagine that, right? You buy a house, you fix it up, you pay contractors, you spend $100K just to fix it up. You bought the house for $100K, you spent another $100K in fixing it up. Now you're renting it for $3,000 a month. I did that with just $3,800. So now this is worth 40 grand if I sell it right now. Plus it's paying me $100 every single day. And if the token goes up and it appreciates and the project goes up, then obviously I can't really compare a house to this because a house has I would say it's not as volatile, but who could say, spend $3,800 to make $3,000 every single month just on autopilot, right? And I think this is going to keep going up as they're continually building new things in their ecosystem and new things in their, whatever. So can you guys imagine? It's like buying a house in Manhattan for like $15,000 on the Upper West Side. And I've heard of people doing this. They bought like condos for $15,000 back when no one wanted them, but they saw the potential in Manhattan. They saw like this huge potential. You got to be able to see the trends and the potential here. I think that's a skill set to also have, is to be able to see the future, right? See what can happen in the future. Like NFTs in general, I think is going to be the biggest thing ever in the future. Like people are going to be like, they thought AOL was huge back then. Now look at the internet now. It's changed. It's a completely different dynamic. I think NFT is going to do the exact same thing, but it's going to be even bigger, right? So that's why I'm betting on it now, because in the future, I think it's going to be huge, like multi-trillion-dollar market. I don't know about trillions, but at least billions, right? So that's basically what I'm doing right here. So this is a passive staking income right here. That's the reason why I'm holding on to tokens, to NFT tokens and things like that have anything that they say we're coming out with a coin, we're working on a tokenomics, we're working on staking, we're working on this and that, blah, blah, blah. Those are the ones that I want to get into. And those are the ones that I'm holding. That's why Space Boo, I'm holding that for a long time. You guys may be thinking about selling up and down for a few $100s, but I'm going to hold on to Space Boo for a very long time because I think that project may have legs in the future. Am I right all the time? No, because I did buy into projects that did promise those same exact things, like the robots, bad face robots, other projects as well that couldn't perform. But my my thought process on it is that maybe if I'm right 1 out of 10, or maybe if I'm right 1 out of 5, whatever it may be, that's going to pay off in the long run. So that's kind of like why I have my checklist from yesterday. Okay, the other NFT that I want to show you guys is Mad Meerkats. Okay, so this is Ebisu Bay. Ebisu Bay is how you buy and sell Chronos NFTs. Let me show you the one that I believe is going to be kind of like the Bored Ape Yacht Club for Chronos. This one right here called Mad Meerkat. I've been calling this ever since 200, 300 Crow. I've been buying as much as I can at 200, 300 Crow back when it was that price. So I bought these at $178 each, and now they're worth 11,800. So 11,800 times point. Times I have 19 right now. I bought 55. So that's 224,000 times 0.4 Crow is about $89,000. So I have $89,000 worth of Mad Meerkats that I'm holding right now. This went up as high as like 14K as well. So it's going to go down, it's going to go up, go down, up. But right now it's at 11.8. Now here's the reason why I believe this is going to be the Bored Ape Yacht Club of Chronos. One second. Yeah. So the reason why is because this right here, Mad Meerkats, is essentially they have a whole ecosystem, right? So they bought a company, and I'll talk about this later, but they bought a company called Mad Meerkat Finance, and essentially this is a $1 billion market cap. Let me just connect my wallet here. Okay, so $1.5 billion market cap, total value locked, like actual money in here in the ecosystem is 1.5 billion. That's not market cap. So basically what they're doing right here is they have a lot of things. They have yield farming where you can farm. They have bridging where you can bridge into other chains like Ethereum. They have pools where you can stake your tokens to make more tokens. Okay. They also have tomb forks and all that other stuff as well. They have a whole bunch of cool things. I'm not going to go right into it, but let me show you the one that I'm staking right now, the NFT. Okay, so it's called Mad Meerkat Treehouse. So because I held 20 of these at the time, I sold one by accident. I want to buy one more just so I can have 20. But I sold one by accident, and now I have 19. But basically, I was holding 20, and when every single 4 Mad Meerkats you hold, you get airdrop 1 Mad Meerkat Treehouse. Okay, and so you're airdrop 1 Mad Meerkat Treehouse over here, and I received 5. And so these Mad Meerkat Treehouses, these 5 that I received, are worth a total of 14,000 Crow each. So 14,300 divided by, times 0.4 is $5,720 per NFT. I got 5 of them for free because I was holding on to my Mad Meerkats. So multiply that by 5. Total value here is $28,600 is what I'm holding. If I sold at floor, that's what I would be getting right here, right? But these Mad Meerkats, just like my crow skulls, are generating me 1 Mad token each day, 1 token for each one. So I have 5 tokens generating each and every single day. Okay, so let's go to Dex Screener. Let's see how much Mad token is. I think it's 20 bucks. Yeah, 20 bucks. I think this is going to be worth a lot more in the future. If you guys have been, some of you guys are in my other Discord where I do my weekly webinars, and also now we're going to do that with Buck as well. But I mentioned where this is going to go. It's going to go a lot higher than this, in my opinion. And this is all speculation as well, not financial advice, but I think it's going to go a lot higher because of what they're doing with this token here. So now I'm earning 5 per day. And what I can do with that is I can go into the farm. Okay, and I can stake my Mad Meerkat Treehouse tokens to earn more Mad tokens as well. So the farm is a way for me to passively generate income. Like right now I have, $600 in profit, And I also have a balance of 9 of this. So let me go ahead and gather. So nine of these MAD tokens is equivalent to about 180 bucks. So let me go ahead and grab my, let me claim my tokens that I've earned by staking my NFTs here. Let me go ahead and do that. Okay, let me actually just go ahead and confirm the transaction on my wallet. Okay, and so what I'm doing here is this is like 2 days of earnings right here. Okay, so it's about 2 days of earnings. Let me try to cancel that. Let me claim that again. I may have to reconnect my wallet here. Give me 1 second here, guys. But basically, this is 2 days of earnings. Yeah, I'm gonna have to disconnect, reconnect my wallet using my wallet connect here. Okay. There it is. Sometimes with these wallets, they get a little bit buggy. So you may have to like disconnect, reconnect, etc. Okay, so now I'm reconnecting my wallet, and now I'm going to unstake it, and I'm going to earn this money. So I can exchange this money. I'm going to show you guys how I turn this into dollars. Okay. There we go. Okay, success. So you guys saw that 9 of these were like 180 bucks or something. That's what I have currently my balance. And now if I go to the farm, it's going to show a different balance. Or if I go to the exchange, actually, so Finance, if I go to the exchange, okay, it's going to show a different balance here. So I'm going to connect my wallet first. Okay, I'm going to go to MAD token. So I have 19 MAD token because I claimed it. And if I want to take it into USDC, that's about $300 right there. So that's about 4 days of earnings right there, just sitting there passively, right? So you can see it's fully claimed. Now I can go into my farm. And it's also going to show me I have, instead of 9, I'm going to have like 18 or 19 MAD tokens here. Okay, and then this is what I'm going to do. So you saw that this balance was like 180 before. Now it's 368 because I claimed more tokens. This is the profit that I've made by staking my MAD token. So I have about 1,200 MAD tokens staked in here. This is the profit that I've made so far in probably a few days. I don't know how many, but like I'm going to claim this. So I'm making passive income by staking it, by staking my NFTs in there. So this just literally automatically just giving me free MAD tokens each day. Now I'm also staking it in here, my MAD tokens in here into the farm, so that I can earn an APR of 261%. And then I can claim these MAD tokens here, the one that I've earned in my farm, my yield farm. Okay. And then you're going to see my balance here show up differently. So I'm going to have 30 plus 19. That's like 49 over here. Okay. So it's going to do this. Let me go ahead and refresh my screen after a while. Reconnect my wallet. It's going to show 49 MAD tokens that I have total because I just claimed my yield farm earnings. And then what I'm going to do there is I'm going to take those tokens and then put it back into the farm so that it can earn more percentage wise each day. Okay, so just wait until this thing is retrieving the data. And you guys can see here. Type in a wow in the box if that's like, if you guys have never seen this before, if this is like something completely new and you didn't even know that you can make passive income with NFTs, like type in wow in the box, guys. Let me know what you think. So this is what it looks like. Let me actually try this again. Let's refresh it one more time. Connect the wallet again. Okay, it should do it this time. Sometimes it's a little bit buggy, but you just have to work with it. But once you get it working, it's like you're basically printing money each day, right? So here we go. So now I have a balance of 49. So I have about $1,000 in here. So I can take this $1,000 and let me just go back one more. Let me go do this. So I can take these MAD tokens that I have and turn it into US dollar and then deposit it into my crypto.com account and then deposit that into my credit card, my crypto.com credit card. that I can use for purchases. I can go to the grocery store. I can go to Apple store and buy a MacBook. I could do whatever I want with this money because this is money that I've earned passively. And also I can just use that for real life purchases. Or I could use this to buy NFTs, or I could use this to do whatever, right? So now I'm just going to take this money and I'm going to go ahead and stake it back into the farm. So I'm going to click max and I want to stake all this money. So you're going to see this value from 1201 jump up to 1250. Okay. And also from here, 23,000 to like 24,000. So let's go ahead and stake. Okay. So this bug happens all the time, especially if I'm like resetting and doing all this stuff. I'm gonna go ahead and stake this here. Let me try that again. I'm going to disconnect from this app. All right. So let me disconnect and try reconnecting again. Okay, let me actually just disconnect my wallet again, try that all over again. Okay, let's try that all over again. Disconnect all my wallet connections. And that's kind of the, like, you're gonna have to learn how to work with these bugs here as well, you know, because with the DeFi wallet on crypto, it's also like pretty buggy as well. The best way is to work with MetaMask, but it's all also based on preference as well. I don't want to put everything in one basket. So, okay, there it is. Okay, now let's try reconnecting again. What I like to do is I like to just close the browser, open up another one, connect my wallet. Okay, go back to my farms. Okay, and then I'm basically going to be staking that. While this is loading, it's too slow. I'm going to take a look at the prices for these things here. Okay. Okay, so 0.713, it's going up. 0.39, here we go, guys. Here we go. Here we go. So back at where I bought it at 0.04, whoever bought it at 0.02 earlier had a nice profit right here. Okay, Ricky bought this at 0.02. So I'm going to let him know he's in profits right now. Okay, so now click max, click stake. Okay, here we go. There it is. So now I can stake my money back into the farm, whatever I earned back into the farm. So this way it compounds my earnings each and every single day. So as I'm compounding more and more MAD token, this thing is generating more for me as well. And the thing about crypto, you want to be diversified as well. You don't want to have everything in just one basket like NFTs. You want to be able to take your winnings and put it into other projects and diversify as well. There it is, successfully staked. So if I go back, let me just refresh this part right here. It's going to show that I have 24,000 in there plus 12,050 tokens now. Okay. You guys see that? I mean, how many, like, what other tokens can you do this with? You can't do that with Bitcoin. You can't be like, I'm going to hold on to my Bitcoin for like 2 years. By the time I get back, it's going to be like 10 Bitcoin, right? That's what staking is. Staking allows you to do that, allows you to generate passively, but there is a lot of caveats to that as well. Like who's making the money here and how they're making the money. We'll go into that in details later on. But for now, just understand that this is how staking works, right? In the simplest form. All right, guys. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's webinar and live stream. I know we went through a lot here. And I know you guys are having fun with this thing. So yeah, go ahead and join the Buck group if you haven't yet. And let me know what you thought about the webinar basically on the comments below. Let me know if you guys learned something new, if you guys enjoy this thing, and we're going to keep going. We're going to do another one tomorrow on Monday. And I'm going to show you guys my trades, and you guys are going to get to see live literally this entire week, all my live trades, what I'm doing, what I'm buying. And this is a little preview of what you're going to get as a Buck NFT holder. You're going to get access to these masterminds because I'm going to stop doing these lives once we've launched, and I'm only going to do these lives internally inside of our group for holders only. All right, guys. So hope you guys enjoyed this. Go out there, stay profitable, use house money. Don't use money that you're willing to lose, and enjoy the rest of your Sunday, guys. And I'll see you guys tomorrow.